What's up, fight fans? Welcome to Mr. Mustache MMA News. Today, I want to discuss an upcoming welterweight bout this Saturday. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to continue getting more MMA content by yours truly and to help the channel grow. All right, guys, getting right into it. We got Alex Morono taking on D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, this Saturday on the main card in a fight that I love, a fan favorite fight. You have Alex Morono, who brings it every single time, who's been rather active the last 3 years, and it's been a little bit back and forth with wins and losses, but even in times where he's lost, he's looked very good. His fight with Santiago Ponzinibbio, yeah, he got finished in that third round, but for most of those first 3 rounds, he had Ponzinibbio on skates several times. Went out there, finished Tim Means. Had the fight against Buckley where he just really struggled with the power in that fight. Went out there, dominated Court McGee. Then he came off the loss with Nico Price, which I have to rewatch, to be honest, because I feel like I did not think that played out the way that I would like to rewatch. I have not rewatched that fight. But Alex Morono, not a physical specimen, right? Like, the great white shark does not seem like he's going to go out there and put it on people. But ever since he kind of came back in 2020, had the fight with Anthony Pettis, went out there, knocked out Donald Cerrone. He's not built like a brick shit house. He's not a physical specimen, but dude's got hands. He's scrappy. He lands very well. He's got good boxing, and he attacks. He goes for the finish. And he struggles with his cardio, and, like I said, he's not a physical specimen. So I think that he's not always in the best of fight shape going into these fights, where you see him kind of fading towards the third round, which is where D-Rod, Daniel Rodriguez, can definitely start to capitalize. We're on a 3-fight losing streak, all to 3 very formidable opponents: Neil Magny, Ian Gary, and Kelvin Gastelum most recently, where there was a bunch of weird stuff going on with that fight. And before that, he was starching dudes. Beating guys like Preston Parsons, Kevin Lee, The Leech, Mike Perry, Dwight Grant. He was putting dudes away, and he was looking good. And after his hand injuries, I know he took a lot of time off. He had some surgeries, and he just never really came back to be like that same guy. He had a little bit of hesitancy, seemed to lack a little bit of confidence. Looked a little bit better in his Kelvin Gastelum fight, but here against Alex Morono, I think that D-Rod, his best chance, I think he'll be able to catch Alex, but I think it'll be later on. I think Alex is going to look good. I think he's going to look fast and fluid. I think his boxing's going to look good. I think he's going to be hitting the mark on D-Rod, but D-Rod's got a good chin. And I see that maybe if his cardio doesn't hold up towards the second, third round, I can see D-Rod being able to start getting closer, landing to the body, and making Alex basically pay for the earlier parts of the fight. And I can see that D-Rod kind of finding the chin of Alex later on if Alex just isn't in as good of shape. And that, I think, is going to be the deciding factor. If Morono has good cardio in this fight, I think he's going to kind of dance his way to a victory. As to where I think if he's just not in as good of shape, I think D-Rod will definitely have more windows of opportunity later on in the fight, towards the end of the second and into the third round. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Let me know what you guys think of this matchup. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts of Alex the Great White Morono versus Daniel D-Rod Rodriguez. Love to hear your guys' thoughts. That's going to do it for today, guys. Mr. Mustache, MMA News out. Let's fucking go, fight fans.